Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Definitely a thumbs up. It is good to metabolize. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you are actually metabolizing and not to some form of supernatural life form inhabiting a former living human shell. I mean, if you are, welcome. You know, good to see you watching. Whether or not your pastime is inimical to the furtherance of human life or not. So, thumbs up. Past that though, it is still raining. I was going to go walkies last night for the first time in about a week, but it was raining too hard, and it wasn't cold, but it was very wet, and I couldn't get it in me to go out. So hopefully today, it's been at least a week now since I've been out walkies, and I don't like it. But life is life. You gotta do what you gotta do. Which, talking about that, just as a quick thing, with all this, suddenly the EPA and all that in the US, not the EPA, whoever is suddenly saying, if you do go out, do wear masks. After, no, not everybody needs a mask, and we already are low on masks, and the healthcare system needs the masks. Telling normal people to wear these things when it doesn't help isn't good. I don't know what on earth is happening in this country, other than the fact that I've come to the conclusion that at least half of the government right now in the United States simply worships death. The more Americans and more world citizens that die, the more their heart beats and the more blood flows, the happier they are. Anyway, though, I do have a couple things written down on my topics list, like yesterday, before I went to bed. I usually have a system for my meds when I'm taking them. I've been predominantly right-handed my whole life, so even though my arm, which hopefully I'll come back to later, doesn't work all that well, I will still, when not thinking, default to my right hand to do stuff. When I've been, ever since, especially this radial nerve got severed and this hand was paralyzed, I've been primarily left-handed. So I can do anything with my left that I can do with my right, except write quickly and sign my name. Signing my name is roughly muscle memory. Because if back when my hand was paralyzed, I could even just hold the pen in my hand and then just move my shoulder and I could sign my name. So, muscle memory for the win. But I used to have a system, which is when I took a med, I would set it back down and upside down. Well, I forgot to do that yesterday, and so I may have taken 400 milligrams of caffeine before going to bed instead of 200. I slept well. Now, when I say I slept well, I never sleep well. I have pain-related insomnia. But even though I had some pain-related insomnia and it was too warm, I need to adjust the number of blankets on my bed. And I did to some degree while sleeping last night. But when I try to go to bed and I don't have a lot of caffeine in me, I'm pretty much wide awake enough to make thinking decisions, like go through stuff rationally and go, okay, it's this way, I need to do this and this and this, and then I can sleep. And there's a lot of tossing and turning, and even on 400 milligrams of caffeine last night, possibly on 400 milligrams, at the very least 200, even though I was still too warm, even after adjusting my blankets. Still not awake enough to make rational decisions about what to do. So normally I come blink up into full wakefulness and then have to try and drift back down and I come here. On caffeine, I'm only coming up to about here on wakefulness and then drifting down here. So yay. Just thought I'd mention further status reports on the whole untreated ADHD thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Oh, excuse me. Now, what else? Ah, yes. I mentioned yesterday about the whole I haven't filed taxes legally in the United States here for about at least 15 years, if not more by this time. So Yeah, about 15 years, because when both I and my wife became disabled, we just stopped doing taxes. And so, yes, I had to remember, didn't drop enough conversational bread trails. Apparently, with the whole stimulus check thing here in the United States, if you have signed up with the Internal Revenue Service to have direct deposit, then you're going to be getting a stimulus check very soon. If you don't, such as myself, I stopped filing taxes before they did that sort of thing, and whatever address they have on record for me is like 20 years out of date. Anybody who's like me that does not have direct deposit with the IRS will get the check in a couple weeks, probably toward the end of April. Thumbs up. Anyway, though, if I get a stimulus check, I gotta hang on to it so I can get my dentures redone. Because this plate, I've had 2 sets of cracks ever since I got them repaired about a year ago, oh, not even a year ago, that are slowly working their way from the front to the back. And then when that hat finishes, it's going to be 2 pieces, and then I'm not going to be able to eat or talk properly. Yay! Yeah, that's joyous. Wonderful to think about. Such is life. And then, of course, I had read something else on Facebook and then retweeted it and added that my whole... I've had... When my arm first... The radial nerve was severed and my hand was paralyzed for a few years. When I started to get it back, my arm and my hand felt really weird and broken. And it felt like there was like a dead fish inside of here because I couldn't feel anything at all. Couldn't feel the muscle. It's like the muscle I could feel only because I could feel the muscles around the muscle, and they were reporting on the movement, but the actual muscle that was doing stuff wasn't. It was just numb. Problem was also, for about 1.5 years, these muscles were just cramped. Constant state of cramping. Everything was super, super tight, and it was terrible because all I had to do was bump it like that. And the pain would go from here to here for pretty much the rest of the day. So thank goodness that went away. And it's been slowly getting better, but past couple of weeks, probably just because of all the stress, my hand feels really super weird again, and this part feels just super broken again. I mean, like I say, it always feels weird and wrong, just on a minor level, but it's been really bad. And the other day, like 2 or 3 days ago, I didn't bump it. It's not cramped, but oh my God, from here to here, I was hard to sleep because the whole thing just hurt so much. Don't sever your nerves. Be very careful. There was something else about that as well, trying to remember now. Because, oh yeah, last night, my housemates have been very nice, and they have been sharing dabs, oil concentrate, THC oil concentrate dabs, where you take the THC oil concentrate on a stick, heat up a bucket or nail, put the concentrate onto it, you inhale the vapors through water into your lungs. The oil coats the delicate gaseous exchange membranes, absorbs the THC, and then you go from there. Normally what I can only buy budget stuff. So I can get like an ounce of weed for $50. It's shake. It's, bottom of the barrel, literally. And the oil concentrates that I get are the cheap stuff too. They're like $10 or $15 for a gram. And you pay for what you get. So my housemates, they buy oil that's like 30 or 40 bucks per gram, sometimes 45 or more. There's a big difference in quality because I can take 3 or 4 dabs, hits of the cheap stuff and just get nothing but pain control. Nothing but pain control. Vague sense of goodwill, a little extra memory issues. Not major, just minor. But on the whole, it's not much. Last night, my housemate shared 4 oil concentrate dabs with me. And I was pretty stoned for a while. And my arm here is still red right there. Oh boy, it suddenly started to itch, and I was scratching hard just without even thinking about it because I was talking and we were playing, and it just started to itch, and I still don't know why. And then I looked down at it, and it looked like I had clawed my arm open. It was bright blood red in streaks, like I had torn the skin off, and it looked like I was bleeding. Luckily, it was just minor damage. It's known as petechiae in medical terms. You know, I burst a whole bunch of blood vessels and stuff there by scratching so hard. So, a difference in quality leads to quite a difference in results. Thumbs up. Still, though. And then, of course, the other day I talked about my dislike of the term simp and the misogyny built into that, because it's the basic idea behind simping seems to be if a woman online is asking for money and a man gives it to her, then the man is a simp. And that is so ridiculous, especially when you look into the whole, again, they talk about men and females, so you can tell right off the bat that there's a huge amount of misogyny in it. And there's this one fellow, Ian something or other, who knows what his last name is, doesn't matter, don't care, but he goes by iDubbbz online. His fans found out that his girlfriend has an OnlyFans account where people can go on and give her money if they wish. She doesn't do nudes, which apparently you can do, but it's just treated as like another form of Instagram, except you pay for it. And so she's making like $40,000 a month. And people are going, the incels, alt-rights, 4chaners, and stuff like that are going absolutely insane over this, calling him massive simp and just unsubscribing. That's the word I was looking for. Unsubscribing from him in massive amounts because his girlfriend is getting money from men. And that's bad. Now, men getting money from women, that's right and proper. But women getting money from men is bad. Because, once again, misogynists, incels, the internet. iDubbbz came out with a video saying, look, I'm fine with it. She's making money. She's doing what she wants. I'm the only one that matters. If you want to unsubscribe because of this, then bye-bye. I'm good with it. I don't care. If you do, bye. Was basically what it boiled down to. He's right. It's if there's anyone that has a problem with it, it should be only him. And he's fine with it. And I would be fine with it. There's nothing wrong with that. But people are exploding. Now there's this one other fellow online goes by critical, spelled with, like digits instead of I's, or on his YouTube channel, Penguin Zero, or as he just goes by most of the time, Charlie. I mean, I go by NearlySeniorCitizen, but I also tell people in comments I answer to, William or Bill or Will or whatever. As long as it's not, hey, you, or don't call me late for dinner, but past that, it's fine. So, but he did his view on it, in which he said, I don't see why there's a controversy. I'm behind iDubbbz entirely. All these people having a freak out about them, they're morons. So, yeah, I agree with him entirely. Now, a lot of the time, I don't. No, that's not fair. Some of the time, I don't. On the whole, he's actually pretty cool. So, thumbs up on that. But I think his should be the definitive take on this. It's like the only one that should be irritated, if they could be, would be Ian. And Ian doesn't care if his girlfriend's making money because that doesn't make him feel insecure. But such is life. Misogyny. I'd say you gotta love it, but not even in jest. You don't. It sucks. And flipping over to this camera again, because of course I'm going to, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to do that later. Just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. The fact is you left me a comment. Thank you so much. It is appreciated to no end. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And even though I count an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, as I have mentioned with my memory, I'm lucky I can remember anything at all. So, let me make sure I'm centered because of my OCD and all that. Mild OCD tendencies, not actual OCD. Call up my room, and we have Joshua Ralph. Thank you very, very much. And we have Kieran Metallica fan. Greatly appreciated. Good to see you. And Ice Damon. Good to see you in the comments. Zensation. Thumbs up and thank you very, very much. We have Clumzor Z. Damn straight. You gotta slaughter him so you can get the soul monies. Elusive Arane. I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Gabriela Ortega. Thank you very, very much. Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. Protector Drone, thank you very, very much. Sockster101, greatly appreciated. B-Rhyme Official, I sure hope I got that right. Thank you very much. Midnight Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Ethan Perez, greatly appreciated. And Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. Slothman710, thumbs up and thank you. Perfect Tragedy, always good to see you. Alex Walker, thumbs up and thank you. And we have Bailey Snyder, good to see you back. And we have Colin Reisner, thumbs up and thank you. Derek, greatly appreciated. Sam0610, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. And Robin Hood 123454140, thank you very much. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Evanners, greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you so much. It is a good thing to get out of your skull when you were depressed. Greatly appreciated. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could check those out. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could check that out, that would be cool. And if you wanted to help me out but didn't want to send money, I also have an Amazon wish list link down below. If you could check that out, it would be very awesome. I have things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. It would be very cool if you could. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up on that. So back over to the main camera from my PS4, my DSLR camera. Thumbs up on that. They report how a lot of people's PS4s, they get louder and louder and louder the longer you have them because of the poor ventilation. They gather dust and the heat sinks and the fans get clogged up and bad. Mine is loud for like the first minute when it boots up. It's and then after that minute goes by, it just goes meow. And then the fan turns down to like next to nothing. And then it never gets loud again. I'm lucky. It's about 5 years old, so cool. Anyway, I have this video that hopefully you've been watching, especially if you are some form of malignant entity that has possessed some human vessel. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciated. So, I have another video that I need to edit and render. I have a video to upload to my game channel, so check out the game channel. It's coming back. One of the corners, I can't remember which one it is, but thumbs up on that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely thumbs up. We're getting closer. Once things start to hit the peak and we crest here in the US, this will change. But for right now, please just be careful. Be cautious. Don't be anxious. And don't panic.